Hello, my name is Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I help dealerships streamline their finances, increase their profits, and grow their businesses. Today is the last day of the series for Buy Here, Pay Here Success. So, this presentation, I will be basically just summarizing what I went over the last 10 weeks. So we're going to be wrapping up the Buy Here, Pay Here series. So I did 10 sessions covering every step of Buy Here, Pay Here, from setup to pricing, cash flow, and collections. Today, I'm tying it all together into one blueprint, and my goal is to give you a clear path to Buy Here, Pay Here success. So the first video was called Buy Here, Pay Here Done Right, the strategy behind profitable in-house financing. And we discussed how in-house financing can create long-term profits. And if you structure it right, you can make sure that you're going to always win, or at least 80 to 90% of the time. And then you got a balance between risk and reward, and you have to build a strategy, not just sell cars. The next lesson was Buy Here, Pay Here, the good, the bad, and the profitable. And the pros of Buy Here, Pay Here is steady income and customer loyalty. The cons is higher risk and more management is needed, and how to maximize upside while limiting losses. Then we went over legal, licensed, and ready to lend, the Buy Here, Pay Here setup checklist. I went over all the licensing and compliance essentials. I went over what you need to pay attention to with the proper contracts and disclosures, as well as protecting yourself from legal headaches. And then we went over smart credit checks for Buy Here, Pay Here success. And I explained what to look for beyond the credit scores, like ways that you can look at their credit report and determine if they are a good candidate for your Buy Here, Pay Here. And I gave you all the red flags to look for before you approve them, and also showed you how to create an internal scoring system that you can use across the board. And then stay paid, the Buy Here, Pay Here payment tracking that works. We went over systems that keep you on top of the payments, like sending out text reminders or emails, as well as calling them right away instead of waiting for it to get too long. We went over the importance of consistent follow-up and technology that simplifies the process. And we discussed why Buy Here, Pay Here dealers run out of cash. And we went over the common mistakes that drain your cash flow, like financing too many vehicles at once. You have to be smart about how many vehicles you finance, as well as which vehicles that you choose to offer on financing, and also ignoring overhead and collection delays. And we went through smarter cash flow for smarter Buy Here, Pay Here dealers. And we discussed planning for steady income and expenses, cash reserves, make sure you have a safety net, and turning receivables into reliable revenue. Then we got Buy Here, Pay Here pricing that boosts sales and profits. With that one, we went over setting prices with both sales and collections in mind, and lowering your prices can kill your margin. So be careful about trying to just make a sale. You have to be very smart about your pricing to make sure that you're going to profit at the end. And also, I gave different strategies for profitable structuring. And we also went through the Buy Here, Pay Here recon rules, spend less and sell faster. And I showed you how to create a recon budget that can protect your bottom line and decide what to fix and what to leave. and getting cars on the lot quickly without cutting quality. And I also discussed whether you should put the car on buy here, pay here, or sell it for cash once your recon gets to a certain amount of money too. Then we got the buy here, pay here collections that protect your bottom line. I went over early intervention strategies, firm but fair collection practices, and explained how to keep your dealership profitable long term. So here's the final point. We got buy here, pay here is a powerful strategy when done right. You need to pay very close attention. It's very different from selling cars for cash. So when you embark on offering buy here, pay here, you really need to understand and be ready for it. And you want to stay legal, licensed, and structured. Make sure that you stay up to date on all the regulations. Things in the auto industry change all the time, and you want to make sure that you are compliant. And then you want to do smart checks and payment tracking to protect your profits. Cash flow is the lifeline of your dealership. So make sure that you have a good balance of cash versus buy here, pay here vehicles. Recon pricing and collections impact your bottom line. So you have to factor all of that when you are offering buy here, pay here. And success comes from balance, sales plus profit plus protection. So this was a quick little video just to give a recap, but all these videos will be on YouTube. I have a playlist with all of the buy here, pay here videos. So you can just go through those and get a lot of tips that will help you to be ready and feel confident offering buy here, pay here. If you already been offering pay here, this will still be good for you to look at so that you can see if there's some things that you need to change in your dealership. If you need assistance with getting it started or even running your whole dealership or just some advice, please go ahead and book your appointment for your free profit and cash flow analysis today at angelajones.com/calendar. If you haven't already downloaded my ebook, that will be at angelajones.com/5 mistakes. And that goes over the 5 mistakes that could potentially put your dealership out of business. So you definitely want to get that, and that will help you if you're trying to get started or if you've been hitting a rough patch and you're trying to get back on track. But make sure you follow my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm also on TikTok. I forgot to put that on here, but that's Phenomenal Business Solutions LLC as well. So I just look forward to seeing you, and make sure you book your appointment and share with a friend. Have a wonderful day. Bye.